Dog in it.
I'm back. Rhodes Rants on Star Wars. If you like these Rhodes Rants, please like and subscribe. Hulk smash that like button. And join the Rhodes Squadron. Today, let's talk about something a little more fun. I was watching Fatman on Batman, Kevin Smith's show, the other day on YouTube. And Kevin Smith was talking about he had had a conversation with a friend of his who's a writer in the industry. And they were discussing Star Wars Episode 9. Now, I'll be the first to tell you, I am a Kevin Smith fan. I know he likes everything. Kevin will not dog out any piece of art. He was basically like, you know, the voice of somebody in their, you know, late teens, early 20s, mid 20s. Clerks, Clerks 2, Mallrats, Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. The one thing I will say about Kevin Smith is the walking embodiment of a fanboy. So, and he recently went through this heart. My wife's got heart issues, so we sit down, we watch Fatman on Batman every week. We may not watch all of it, but I at least listen to him go through and do the news and blah until they get to the Q&A. But he brought up a theory, and this is actually now went out across the media. His theory that he brought up. This is an article by Uprocks. Star Wars Episode 9. Kevin Smith has a theory about Rey's mom that he's already shared with J.J. Abrams. Now, one of the things that he said the other day was he did actually send J.J. a text message about this theory and was like, hey man, you need to freaking put this in the movie. What I will tell you is when I heard this, when watching Fatman on Batman, I was like, whoa, yeah, now that's a good theory. It would be very interesting. This article's by Caleb Redding. Theories about Rey's parentage have been swirling since director J.J. Abrams introduced the striving, Force-sensitive character in Star Wars The Force Awakens, and were still being made even after Kylo Ren claimed in Star Wars The Last Jedi that her parents were junk traders who sold her for drinking money. We like the idea that a potential Jedi Master could come from any background. This is Uprocks talking, not me. But some fans still theorize that there may be more to learn about her lineage. Now, one of the theories was so exciting to Kevin Smith that he contacted J.J. Abrams to suggest he used the idea in Star Wars Episode 9. Smith spoke about the theory in length on a recent episode of one of his 18 or so podcasts, Fatman on Batman. He actually recently just changed that to Fatman Beyond because Kevin's lost 50 pounds. Shared theories about Thanos on the same podcast recently, but a conversation Smith had with a friend and colleague, Brian Volk Weiss, about the return of Star Wars The Clone Wars and about Kerry Russell's recent casting in Episode 9 that spurred him to contact Abrams and share the theory. We, Smith and Volk Weiss, were talking about Clone Wars coming back, and I said to him, I got a theory that's the way to start introducing Ahsoka slowly into live-action movies by bringing her back prominently in the cartoon. Because now they don't have Princess Leia stories to tell and they need another strong female character in the universe, and Ahsoka's been there for years, much beloved, just isn't in the movies. I think maybe they're doing that so they can slowly bring her into the movies. And then Brian blows my bleeping mind by going, maybe that's who Kerry Russell is playing. And then I said, what the bleep, man? I want to see your version of Star Wars. Then I was like, no, that can't be it. I think Kerry Russell's probably playing Rey's mom. And then he drops the bomb and he goes, what if it's the same person? So instantly I wrote to JJ, you must do this. Could you imagine? That would be bleeping wild. Smith joked. I don't think It is, but that was one of the greatest fan theories I ever heard. Not only Ahsoka in these movies, but she's freaking bleeping Rey's mom. And somewhere Rian Johnson's like, what the bleep? I said no, they were trash. Okay, so if you've watched my channel, you know that I think Rey's lineage is actually pretty important. The main reason being because she's great at everything, okay? And initially that didn't bother me in the Force Awakens. However, then she went through The Last Jedi and essentially faced Luke Skywalker in somewhat of a battle and actually put him on his butt. And then I was like, whoa, wait a minute. Why is this chick so good at everything for no apparent reason? I do need to believe that there is going to be something that explains why so far she has no weaknesses. Now, there's been a lot of theories out there. One is a clone of Palpatine. One is a clone of Luke from his hand that got cut off in Empire Strikes Back. Then there's even a theory out there that she could be a clone of Luke and Palpatine together, which is interesting. And that actually the clone of Palpatine would have introduced subconsciously. But I thought this was a fantastic theory. Could you imagine not only Ahsoka coming from Clone Wars and Rebels, but making her debut in Episode 9, and we find out that she's Rey's mother? On top of, like, and Carrie Russell's the one playing her. I mean, a wild theory that will never happen, regardless of how well Kevin Smith knows JJ, and I know he knows JJ. JJ brought him up when he was filming The Force Awakens and brought him on the Millennium Falcon. And of course Kevin Smith said he bawled his eyes out, and I probably would too. But I thought this was really interesting. One of the funner things we could talk about. I've been railing on The Last Jedi like crazy lately, and I do enjoy these fan theories, and wanted to share this one. I thought it was wild. Me and my wife talked about it the other day when Kevin Smith talked about it on the show. Anyway, if you like these Rhodes rants, please like and subscribe. Join the Rhodes Squadron. I appreciate all the new subscribers. Everybody take care. Until next time.
I got King Kong in it.